Kapitel 8 Riverside-Institut. In der namenlosen Buchhandlung verfolgte Pierce die Spur eines versuchten Einbruchs. Er entdeckte, dass Charles Hawkins hinter dem Einbruch steckte. Pierce öffnete den Tresor des Buchhändlers und fand, was dieser und Sarah Hawkins darin aufbewahrt hatten. Ein in Menschenhaut gebundenes Buch lag im Tresor und zog den Detective unwiderstehlich an. Als er es öffnete, wurde sein Geist in einen anderen Körper projiziert. Krasse Scheiße. Und damit ein Moin Moin und herzlich willkommen zurück bei Call of Cthulhu. Ich kann gerade nicht aufhören. Ich bin gefesselt.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Was den Patienten angeht, die Patienten
Very well. I'll examine him.
Den sterbenden Patienten untersuchen.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
Ich verstehe alles.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Okay. Hand.
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
Aha. Okay.
Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Hat etwas im Bauch.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier...
He seemed to feel better?
Yes. Like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I see signs of
Sorry.
hypodermoclysis.
He's constant.
Sorry. So.
In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
Okay.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
What do you mean? Don't tell me you
Ein
believe in
Kraken.
extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations, and this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
Kann es sein, dass es kein Native English Speaker ist? Der hat so einen Akzent, so einen schon fast deutschen Akzent, würde ich sagen. Ja.
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office? What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that. I'm counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
Okay. Gut. Vor das Büro gelangen. Sieht man die Saugnäpfe denn überhaupt? Ach, da. Ja, sieht man am Daumen, am linken, am rechten, am linken. Interessant. Habe ich vorhin nämlich nicht gesehen, deswegen. Interessant. Habe ich Taschenlampe? Nö, habe ich nicht. Habe ich aber nicht. Oh Gott, ich wollte gerade sagen, wenn da wieder so
This
einer...
place draws you in and never lets you go.
Gut.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Sieht so aus, als ob er keine Augen mehr hätte. Okay. Was haben wir hier?
Please, my chest. Oh.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
So einfach geht's. Wie gesagt, großen Respekt an Ärzte. Es ist... Uiuiui.
Ah, the whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Okay.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Okay, nicht mehr
He broke his
Informationen.
back in an accident down by the docks.
Finde ich schön, dass sie wusste, was mit ihm ist, ohne zu gucken. Aber sie ist hier wohl länger. Ne? Das waren jetzt Informationen, die wir nicht wussten, aber sie schon.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Mhm. Also es sieht hier auf jeden Fall nicht schön aus. Hier würde ich recht ungern stationär behandelt werden.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders Krankenakte. In der Akte wird der Zustand beschrieben, in dem Irene Sanders im Riverside-Institut eingeliefert wurde, sowie die verabreichten Behandlungen. Fuller fügte handschriftlich eine Notiz hinzu. Er empfiehlt, sie in den psychiatrischen Flügel zu verlegen, um ihr die Ruhe und Erholung zu geben, die sie benötigt. Okay.
Mrs. Sanders?
Ist die Frage, wie viel Zeit ist denn jetzt vergangen? Wir haben das Buch gefunden, also wir sind abgehauen von der, haben das Buch gefunden, jetzt sind wir hier. Wie viel Zeit ist vergangen? Oder ist das in der Vergangenheit? Oder... Fragen über Fragen. Und so lagert man eindeutig Verbandsmaterial. Es ist eindeutig, ja, sauber.
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Nimmst du den halt nicht mit? Du musst ja gleich nochmal herkommen, wenn du da runter musst.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Aha. Lecker. Gut, sonst habe ich da alles da. Dann machen wir mal hier weiter.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Finde ich schön, dass die alle mehr oder weniger gleich aussehen. Hier ist nix. Okay. Hier haben wir noch einen. Kann ich natürlich nicht lesen.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Okay. Und
His binds left bloody wounds.
wow, das... Ja. Wäre ich auch drauf gekommen.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Voll die Bitch. Finde ich gut. Finde ich gut. So, was haben wir denn noch? Ich hoffe halt, dass die Antworten, die ich hier gebe, zumindest nicht alle falsch sind. Hawkins Ring.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Ja, hier passiert eindeutig nichts. Es ist richtig langweilig. Ja.
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Asthma-Zigaretten. Okay.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Ja. Help. Okay, irgendwie sieht das Ding cool aus. Reception. Ja, 51. Storage-Room.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Ja, egal.
Please. The fewer interruptions there are, the faster I'll be finished.
Na gut. So.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Okay. Wer bist du? Okay. Dann halt nicht. Mann. Thomas von der meinte, er hätte. Ja, da muss ich rein, aber ich möchte erstmal kurz rumgucken. Wenn es mir erlaubt ist. Der Boiler Room.
I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Noch nicht. Noch nicht. Kommt noch. Gut, Pharmacy.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone.
The doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
In the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Oh well, at least we won't have to clean for a while.
And just wait and see the next time the water's cut off. It's a real show.
Diese pseudowissenschaftliche Abhandlung von Cesar Lombroso setzt die Morphologie eines Menschen im Kontext zu dessen krimineller Veranlagung. Die Ernsthaftigkeit der Studie und die Genauigkeit der Demonstrationen können einen uninformierten Leser täuschen. Okay. Was haben wir hier?
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Achso, ich dachte, man kann. Okay.
We're running out of this medicine.
I know, Doctor. We sent the purchase order, though, and Mrs. Donovan refused it.
Once again.
Can't you do anything?
Donovan takes her instructions directly from Dr. Fuller. I'm afraid I can do nothing about it for the moment.
Nichts kannst du, verdammt. Okay, machen wir mal weiter. Okay, im Block A. Hier haben wir angefangen. Hier ist Mr. Krakenmann. Okay, hier war noch was.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
High security
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a pest. It's so unfair.
Führst du gerade Selbstgespräche? Okay.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself.
Oh.
And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh Mann, Hu. Die tut mir leid. Ganz viel Kraft für dich. Ich glaube nicht. So. Ja. Gut. Tja. Arme Sau, du schaffst das schon. Puh. So, ich versuche mal ein bisschen schneller zu gucken und zu machen. Wie ein Wörterbuch behandelt dieses Werk in alphabetischer Reihenfolge alle bekannten und praktizierten medizinischen Wissenschaften. Für jeden der Einträge sind die Hauptwerke und die zuständigen Behörden aufgeführt. Das ist nice. Schön dokumentiert. So wie ich das gerne. So.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Halt die Schnauze.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Da rein.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Was für eine Bitch. Donovan ablenken, das
Wait
ist
a
was.
minute. Where do you think you're
Halt
going?
doch die Schnauze. Ja, komm, geh. Ich will dein Gesicht nicht sehen. Ah. So. Jetzt kann ich aber auf.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Okay, gut. Ich habe gerade anders gedacht. Gut, was haben wir denn hier? Haben wir hier irgendwas Wichtiges?
Dr. Colden.
Okay.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
Ja, ich weiß ja, wo er ist.
Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Oh. Okay. So, aber mal alle Türen öffnen.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete.
Die Akte
What did Fuller do to him?
Die Akte ist unvollständig und Behandlungsdetails sind nicht vorgemerkt. Die übliche Praxis wurde hier nicht befolgt.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
Ja, okay. So.
Ethan.
Marie,
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
You're not here for treatment, right?
Am I so obvious?
Only to me. I know you worry about me.
I trust you. I'm happy to see you.
Me too, Ethan. Is that all?
Well,
there might be something else. I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh. There's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Okay. Aber setz dich trotzdem hin. Okay.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Okay.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Okay.
Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
No. Gut, gehen wir nochmal nicht zu der. Sag mal bitte, ich kann den Ach, danke. Danke. Gut. Wo war ich denn jetzt gerade am Anfang? Ich habe die Orientierung wie ein Lachs. Ich weiß nicht, ob deren Orientierung kacke ist, aber ich habe das gerade mal so beschlossen. So, hier, dann geradeaus. Hier war zumindest der Schlüssel zum Boiler Room. Nein, aufmachen. So.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Ich muss aber gucken, ob ich noch was machen kann, aber ich glaube nicht, ne? Außer die kann ich ja nicht ran. Da komme ich nicht ran. Da komme ich gerade nicht ran. Aber das mache ich dann hiermit. Oh, sieht das lecker aus. Oh, so muss ein Boiler Room aussehen.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Die Band. Ein Werkzeugfinder. Das ist doch nett. Was für ein Werkzeug? So, jetzt ist das jetzt ist es ein Suchspiel geworden. Es fühlt sich gerade so ein bisschen, ich weiß nicht, in die Länge gestreckt. Ist es denn schon bald vorbei oder was ist jetzt der Grund dafür?
Dr. Colden?
Dr. Colden? Dr. Schwester?
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Ja, schlaf mal. Wo finde ich denn jetzt ein Werkzeug, um das Ventil zu öffnen?
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
Aha. Was ist da? Aha, nice. Finde ich gut, finde ich gut. Dass es dann noch so schnell gefunden habe. So. Oh ja. Bam. Kaputt. So.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
Jupp. Heißt das, ich darf jetzt warten, bis die kommt, oder? Lalala. Nee. Muss sich der Arm jetzt sagen, dass sie Dingsens machen soll? Zu der hingehen soll? Nee. Ich sag das mal. Das ergibt mehr Sinn. Glaube ich.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
No, but
that...
I would.
Ah, ja, okay. Gut, dann muss ich, flabber. Die Arme nochmal aufsuchen. Ja, Bathroom.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Mhm.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie.
Hmm.
I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Oh Mann, oh. Oh Mann, jetzt fühle ich mich schlecht. Oh, warum tust du sowas, du Arsch? Ich glaub's nicht. So, aber ich nutze die Chance und beende die Folge jetzt im Gehen. Vielen Dank fürs Einschalten. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet Spaß, auch wenn es ein wenig anders war.
Mrs. Donovan?
Oh.
I'm busy. Elizabeth, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. But it's about the water.
Die Frage ist...
What now?
So, vielen Dank fürs Einschalten. In der nächsten Folge gehen wir in Dr. Fullers Büro. Ja, bis denn. Ciao.